The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come back, team.
Play action. Willis. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Check smash. Check smash.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give to Pierce now on the option. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
3rd and 6. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Willis. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Hey, check that, street.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Taken at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start by running the option to the right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Aaron Jones with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Malik Willis, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Broncos.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Dragon 60, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 type, 19 type. Go.
Willis looking to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Ready.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So Frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Warrior 70. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Now Willis on 3rd down. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he is going to have the Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Ready, ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Check, 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 check.
Here's Willis. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 48 yards. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
19 Lions. Set, tempo, set, go.
Willis will try and throw for this. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Off the option, it's Jones. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Ward. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Willis to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Browns! A great play there. 47 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Second and 11. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if the defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Here's Ward to return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on 1st down. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's go now.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Tracking 60.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
3rd and 9 here.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Willis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Malik Willis taking it in from the 20. And the Browns have taken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They've got his man complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jalen Waddle, 74 yards. And the Broncos have regained the lead. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
The score, Broncos 33, Browns 26.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Willis being chased out left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
19 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Willis will look to throw it. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Hurt. Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 18 Pioneers.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns, so an extra extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. The Browns once again setting up to go for two.
Let's go. Ready?
Willis to try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First down now with that clock rolling. Back to throw here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now Willis on first and 10. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. And it caught up. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And here's Jones again on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the option, it's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. Here's the option. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We're seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos have retaken a third quarter lead. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll look to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know. Heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Willis out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Ready.
Off the option, it's Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 117 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Off the option, it's Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Second and short now following the fumble. Off the option, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Off the option, it's Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Jones is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Second and 3. And his pass incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line. It's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw up with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point just does sneak over the bar, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
34.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
Willis looking to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
At the 39-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Dragon 60.
Back to throw, Willis. Under pressure, they got him again. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 16.
60 Maverick.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Tight. 19 tight. Warriors 70.
Here's Willis on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
42-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 26 yards. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Willis. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for the Browns.
Seven Pirates.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Buying time to his left. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Willis. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Buffalo
At the
18.
17-yard line.
Willis.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 18 Pioneer. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
3rd down, it's Willis. And that will be incomplete as well.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Come on.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Willis, got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging them, give them a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll go again to Jones. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And now here is another interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Tag.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready. Go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.